Hello guys, this is Villager Master. Today we are working on a train station. I hope you guys are having all of a good day or night. For me it is midnight almost, off by 5 minutes. Yeah, if I actually had a proper sleep schedule, I wouldn't even have enough time to make videos. Because I would be too busy watching videos from other YouTubers I watch. Besides that, I hope everyone's having a good day and night. And hopefully everyone's doing well in school, college, university, or work. So hopefully everything is working out for you all. Where does this lead to? You gotta go over here. At some point I made it work on the train, like the choo-choo train and stuff. This time I have to use the one and only minimap. I'm just kidding, I gotta type in the map. I see. After all, you gotta do work, right? So, besides me asking how you guys are all doing, I hope when you have a goal, you should always try your best to do it. Even if it's small. For me, my goal is for this, for the YouTube channel, hopefully I can get up to 100 people before 2 months from now, hopefully. That's my goal, guys. If you don't mind helping, it's up to you. I will say one thing. If you do not like my stuff, do not subscribe. I want people who actually watch my stuff. So yeah. Or if you just like hearing me talk about the random stuff, you're more than welcome to do that too. You notice I did a celebration thing on my one video a long while ago. It was about celebrating of actually hitting 50 subs. But don't forget, guys, this video is pre-made, so I don't know if I already would hit my goal or not. Because I try to have everything ahead of schedule, for you guys don't say, why is there no videos on Friday, you know? Always Fridays for the normal videos. But for the interesting videos, random ones you see posted, not on Fridays, those are the ones I always do without having a scheduled time. So if you ever see them on non-Fridays, you already know. Those are just updated on the same day. I just want to let you guys all know, because if you are into any other games also, let me know. Not Poppy, by the way, I will not play that. Not interested. I do this gaming channel. Well, you see me play, well, I talk about the random stuff because why not? I don't follow the rules saying, what? Why is this guy speaking his mind, you know? He's cancelled. I'm just kidding. You're fired! I smell failure. Yeah. You fail, you get back up. But don't forget, guys, if you know antisocial people, like introverts, if you didn't know, most of them have bigger emotions than extroverts, by the way. They just don't show it. I met so many interesting people, extroverts, introverts. I'm like in the middle of a thing in my eyes. Because sometimes a lot of people can't express themselves because, yeah, they have issues too. And do not forget, try your best to be nice to whoever you meet, including if you dislike him strongly. I try my best to be nice. Most of the time. In my personal life. It is difficult, I tell you. For me, I can't stop thinking about the random stuff in my head while I'm at work. I will say one thing. I have not dealt with any annoying customers last 5 years I've been working at the place I've been working at. Employees, on the other hand, that is a different ball game. A lot of them are annoying. Yeah, they mean well. They're just annoying. If anyone's trying to start a company, do your best. Do not give up. If you want to be number one, you gotta keep on moving at your own pace. But at the same time, it's like if you want to actually win, it's like trying to think what the wording is, because I can't speak today. Seems like. Did I actually got it right on the money? That's funny. I think I actually got it right on the money for where it needs to be. There we go. I will say one thing. Extroverts, if you see someone who's not responding to you, don't always assume they are ignoring you. Some of them, introverts, have very, very, very big issues talking. When I meet new people, I can't talk very much. Like, on a certain cases, yeah, I can. It changes it per person. Sorry. Can't speak today, it seems like. I'm not kidding either. Actually, this looks cool. I will not deny, this does look cool. Okay. There we go. I speak about the random stuff, but I'm not kidding about the introverts and extroverts. They do have more emotions, introverts, but they just can't express themselves. Or they do, they just do it by actions, by the way. They don't do it by words. There's a good reminder, if you ever are in a relationship with one, they don't talk a lot, but they show it by their actions, but not by saying it. They show it by actions. Like, for example, they get you a coffee, or they get you a, what is it called? Something you like, right? It doesn't mean they're not interested. It just means they're very uncomfortable. Yeah, I think that's how you say it. Sorry guys, I can't speak. I'm not a big chatterbox. Online! On the other hand, I'm an extrovert by a mile. But in person, I'm like an introvert you would not even imagine. I just stare at you without saying a word. If you're one of my followers who know me personally, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I will not say a word to you in person. But besides that, it looks good, I say. Looks solid. I'm talking about the train station thing. Ooh, maybe. Thinking about some idea. Wait. Nah. I'm thinking about doing something crazy like having a tunnel system in the mine. You know? But nah, I'm not gonna do that. It sounds weird in my eyes. If you guys do have childhood friends, make sure they are always close to you. The ones who actually try to help you. You know what I mean? Like small, like including telling you, hey, you shouldn't do this. You should always try your best to listen to your friends. But at the same time, if they're bad examples, do not listen to them, of course. You have to be a judge of that, right? Of your friend choices. I'm just here to give you random topics I talk about while I'm playing Minecraft. I hope you guys like what I do here. I know I sound like a weirdo, probably. Talking about the random stuff. Well, you're only how old? I'm 22. You know? And some people think I'm older. Yeah, it makes sense in my eyes. Maturity level, right? Maturity level is very good to have. But in my eyes, you should always have fun. You know, like, gonna give you an example. What is it called? Like going to have a walk with your friends, you know what I mean? Have lunch and stuff. I can't answer any questions about how to hang out with friends because I cannot help you because I do not hang out with anyone besides inside of work. Because I am officially... I think I did something stupid. Look at this. Look at this. What did I just do? Wasn't thinking very clearly, but this one looks cooler. I like that one. You're gonna get a massive upgrade to cherry blossom wood. I had to think for a second. Not my strongest suit. If you know me for years, you would understand exactly. Yeah, or they might think I'm smart. I don't know. I just know what common sense is. I even helped guys in the past about what should you do for your wife. You know what I mean? Like for anniversaries, I used to say, hey, if you don't know anything, you should always get something she would like, or he. Vice versa, of course. Like a T-bone steak, log cabin, or play video games together, you know? Because everyone is different with their spouse or their partner, you know? You guys probably don't want to hear that. You're probably all younger than me. You never know. People who are older than me who likes playing Minecraft. So I just talk about the randomest stuff in this channel. If you are in school, do your hardest, do your best. Your parents trust you out saying, hey, I need to relax. You should always have something going all the time. But never overburden yourself. Never overburden yourself, because that is a bad one to have. For me, I never got burned out in school because I didn't do the best. I just did, hey, I want to pass, I want out, you know. Not interested in college and university. If I really wanted to, I could go. If I actually studied a lot. But I'm not interested in that type of line of work. What was this? What was this? I don't see this. You guys see this? No, I do not. I do not see this anymore. Do not say a word. I don't even remember what I was doing here. Oopsie. It's too late now. It's train station territory. Okay, on aboard! You know, making jokes and stuff. Come on. This is my mansion. Yeah, I'm thinking about making a little garden, huh? Each one of you guys send me a message in this type of version of Minecraft, not my survival version. You can have a name tag on the one and only area I haven't decided yet. I just found it out right here. We're gonna clear this all off before we make the next video, guys. Why not? I'll do my best. The first comment, okay? First top comment, you are in the garden. It's called the Villager Master Garden. Yeah, you probably know about another YouTuber who used to upload Minecraft videos. Something similar, but it is not the same. I actually should check my email actually, because I forgot one thing. Very important. I forgot to look at my email. Don't forget, a lot of people are struggling, so try your best to be nice and make sure you do charity. I always say do charity is a good thing. It's good for your bones. And it's good for character too. Come on. Big businesses do charity too. They probably do it for other reasons, but it's still something, right? If you see a homeless person even, guys, give them a little bit of food, you know? You don't have to give them cash. Give them a hot dog or a burger or anything from your house you just bring out and say, hey, bud, I see you struggling, and I think you should have a pick-me-up called some food. Help the homeless, you know, if you know anyone. Sometimes I make too much for myself just to see if anyone needs it, you know. I seen one person, but I was too scared because he was sketchy looking. But that's most people who are in that situation of being homeless. Hey, it sucks, you know. It is tough in a lot of other countries too. Including if it's one fish. Or make them a sandwich, you know. There's no issues with trying to help people. I do my best, you know. I thought one of my family members bring a homeless person, but no, it was one of his friends. I was mistaken. Mistakes do happen. Long as if you try your best to improve yourself and don't make sure it doesn't happen again. If it does happen, I always do my best to repent for what I have done. Try your best to remember things you did do and repent. Ask for forgiveness. I'm a religious man, by the way. When I do something wrong, I pray. Yeah, people have their differences and stuff, you know. But at the end of the day, we're all brothers and sisters. In some type of way. We're all humans. Of course. there would be only one male and one female. How is that possible? You know what I mean? Like over time, there's population grows, you know? How does it start? You think it only starts out of whatever, you know? If you're religious, you know what this is. Adam and Eve, for example, you know? We all technically are from the same person, you know? This very distant cousins and sisters or brothers, you know? Everyone looks different, you know? Some people are big, some people are skinny, some people are different colors, you know? But at the end of the day, we're all human beings who make mistakes. You should always do your best to ask for forgiveness. You don't tell anyone, of course. You just pray in your head. Or you do charity. Ask for forgiveness, like I mentioned about giving a homeless guy some food. It's always a good thing to do. For me, if I said this in real life, I would be terrified. Yeah, I know online is real life because you can actually hear it while you're alive, but I'm talking about like physically seeing the person you're talking to. Yeah, I would not be able to say that to a lot of people. Believe it or not, at one point when I was a kid, I said, hey, I want to make a book. Interesting part is I given up because I couldn't draw. But there is some things you can actually fix with now. I actually make books now. AI does help. AI does help you with drawings and stuff. For me, I can't draw. Like, if I'd known there was AI in the past about books, I would have made them years ago. I probably would have like hundreds of books by now. On Amazon, of course. Right now, one of my books is actually completed, but I'm having issues publishing the book. If you are into books like manga, you know, romance, combat, you have found the right person in mind. If somehow you find me in real life, I do not mind to sign your book. I do not mind at all. But most likely, you will not find me. If I get up to roughly 50 million, I might consider actually showing my face. You know? And actually do a meet and greet. Then you can give me your book and I can sign it. With my initials, of course. I don't know any cursive, so you get what you want. Of course, I'm going to sign it not on the book. It's going to be signed on a piece of paper for you. A blank piece of paper I always try to leave on my books. For there's a blank spot whenever you see me, if you ever do. And that book, I hope every single person would like what I do. Because I always try to give advice. I have no backing of it, but advice I do give, it seems it always works. I have helped married couples, you know. I have helped many people. Probably without me even realizing. I even help grown men about their relationships, sadly. Because their wives will not let them talk. This is what I meant in a few videos in the past. Key for a healthy relationship is always you gotta talk. If you're like a brick wall and you say, hey, why is he getting mad at me? Why is he whining at me? Hey, a relationship works both ways if they both talk. If you don't talk to them, how would you know if you're mad or sad? We're not mind readers, you know. Vice versa. You think females can read your mind? No. Maybe you can actually do little hints how they act, you know. Notice the smallest details, like when he stares at you with an angry face. That means he's mad, you know. Or in some other ways. Yeah. There's couples who don't even speak and they already know what needs to get done. It doesn't mean you have to do it, you know. Everyone's different in their own way in their relationships. I even give one guy a look, like a death stare, and he freaks out, I tell you. Or if I don't even say a word, there's some people come up to me saying, "What's wrong? You usually talk." Hey, it doesn't mean I'm mad, you know. Most of the time it does, but not all the time. It is tough out there, I say. Relationships nowadays is like a dime a dozen, it seems like, for a lot of young people. Yeah, I know I'm 22, but I don't count myself as a normal 22-year-old, by the way. A lot of 22-year-olds, like, they're like rabbits, I tell you. The guys who are older than me, in their 50s, you know exactly what I mean if you actually been looking at the internet. They're just like rabbits. You should always settle down, you know what I mean? Always. For me, if I got that opportunity, I would guarantee take that in a heartbeat, I tell you. Instead of acting like a rabbit. Don't forget, I did make sure this is not made for kids either. So, if any of you guys are kids, say, "Hey, why is he doing..." Man, you're the one who wants to watch my stuff, you know? I talk about the randomest stuff. After all, I'm Villager Master, you know? Minecraft Villager Master, of course. I make villages. After all, I make them out of bamboo. Best stuff ever, I tell you. Yes, this will be probably one of my longest videos. Maybe, I don't know. But there will be another part. Don't worry, I'm still going to talk about the same topic. Because I'm a crazy guy, but... You know? Crazy Canadians. People tell me I'm crazy online. Eh, they're probably not wrong. I'm crazy all the time, you know? And some people think they're terrified of me for some odd reason, but probably, I don't know. Maybe they're not terrified, they just act like they are. I don't know. A lot of people try to be my friend, and I just want to be at a distance. I understand, making friends, it is difficult for a lot of people. Like, for me, I don't have very many issues. Finding friends, it's just finding good ones is the issue. I prefer loyalty over anything, you know? Yeah, if your friend doing bad stuff, like stupid stuff, of course you'll yell at him for it, you know? For me, I try to look friends in person. I will say one thing, I only have one friend. Sounds actually sad, but I can trust one friend. Technically two. Hey, better than none. If you're a person with 0 friends, I feel sorry for you. I'm not going to tell you touch grass, because that's not how it works to make friends, by the way. It is difficult for introverts, by the way. For extroverts, it's like a dime a dozen, you know? You guys talk like non-stop. Sometimes I hear people talking so much, I would just want to say, "Hey, be quiet, you know? Have a good one, guys. I will talk to you in the next video. See you next time. A Villager Master. Thank you for watching.